Bezrat Hashem, the Kavod Shabbos Kodesh. We're here, officially one day until Shabbos. Unbelievable. Getting ready for a massive week. Parsha Shalach, Parsha Ba'aloscha, a lot going on. Eretz Yisrael, Jewish people, the Man, and let's get right into it. Atfil B'Shem Kol Yisrael. For Pesach, Reuven ben Yosef Asara, Baruch Bas Yehudis, Miriam Doda Bas Chanu Chaved, Yona Bas Basa, Shira Bas Basa, Sana Reuven ben Mani, and every neshama in Klal Yisrael. And I meant to do this last night. One sec, it's just loading. The Chabura is לעילוי נשמת Ya'akov ben Chaim Meir, who is my grandfather. May his neshama have an aliyah, and he is definitely looking down on us, smiling and telling us that everything's okay. Everything's okay, and that our tefillos, like we see in the background, are really bringing salvation. And he's very much, he wrote a letter about wanting and yearning and having vision for Eretz Yisrael in 1945. And it's something that I have in my room, and it's with me. It's very special. So seeing all of Am Yisrael, seeing Bnei Israel moving to Israel and being a part of Israel and being connected is like the biggest bracha in the world, and shining. So Chevra Tefillah, Bittul, surrender and attachment to the Ribbon Shalom. Open up your great light to us, the light that has no end. And let us be merged in it in the manner of running and returning, especially during our prayers. Help us be truly attached and surrendered to you to the point that all independent ego will be erased and we will be completely separated from materialistic thoughts and desires. When Hashem wants to help, no obstacle can stand in his way. We may be coarsely materialistic as a result of our deep exile amidst the lusts of the body and its evil traits, and we are bound to our body like a chained, tormented prisoner. In spite of this, you are mighty and abundantly able to save. For you, nothing is impossible. We confidently wait, hope, and expect that you will show us your abundant love and grant us everything we've asked of you. Be'ezrat Hashem, more to the tefillah, but we're going to move on. Siman Zion. Chaver, we're on page 55 in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. We are marching through. This is exciting. It's exciting. We're learning about the laws of the morning blessings, and individual blessings. Someone who's awake the entire night. Definitely something that I need. It's always I'm always questioning when I'm on the plane. Can I do this? Can I do that? When you have the overnight flight, if the blessings were not to say before prayer, ascending to the Torah before reciting the Torah blessing. There's a lot going on here, and let's go weiter. Halakha l'maisa. After the recitation of the blessing, Lok b'divrei Torah, to engross ourselves in the words of Torah. We say in the morning, Birkas Torah, there is a disagreement among halachic authorities whether the listener should answer Amen or not. Some say that the end of the blessing is not here at the Divrei Torah, but rather the next words, Va'arev na, sweet and please, which means sweet and please, are a continuation of the previous blessing of Sok B'Divrei Torah. It is all one blessing. Therefore, they are of opinion that one should not respond Amen at this point. But some say that the blessing does end here. And with the words Sok B'Divrei Torah and Arev na is the beginning of a different blessing. Therefore, they maintain that one is required to respond Amen after the words Sok B'Divrei Torah. Thus, since it is uncertain whether answering Amen is appropriate, the one reciting this blessing should recite this blessing in an undertone, so that his friend should not hear him recite the blessing and be put in a situation of doubt about responding Amen. But the Mishnah Berurah cites a majority ruling among halachic authorities that in the event one does hear this blessing, one should not respond Amen. So remember the undertone. Developed undertone. Okay, amazing. Halakha l'maisa. Sichot 64, the merit of ancestors. Yesterday we spoke a little bit about honor and pursuing honor and being a leader and all of that beautiful stuff. And now we're moving on to the merit of ancestors. And we'll see what that means in a second. Rabbi Nachman starts off with fame and prestige prove nothing. Absolute FS. Status is not related to merit. One worthy deed can result in a rank that one attained is never, ever, ever lost. And we'll see what this means in a second. The kings of Israel exemplify this teaching. Right? The teaching of one worthy deed can result in a rank that once attained is never lost. Because of one meritorious act, they were worthy of maintaining the royal line for 4 generations. As a result, for destroying the idols, Hashem told, it says here, Yehu, this is in Malachim Bet. Not really sure who Yehu is, but if someone knows, please let me know. And I have to go over through Malachim. Can't wait. Your sons of the 4th generation will sit on the throne of Israel. This is difficult to understand, says Rabbeinu Reb Nassim. After the 4th generation, their greatness must come to an end, no matter what they do. They can do exactly the same thing that merited this royalty in the first place, and it will be of no avail. The decree is sealed, and they must forfeit the throne after the 4th generation. The decree against their fathers determined their faith. Right? So after one good act, after one good deed, Hashem told Yehu, your sons of the 4th generation will sit on the throne of Israel. But after that point, done. Although their ancestor earned the throne because of a certain deed, the inheritors cannot use similar merit to retain it. They may do the exact same deeds as their ancestors, but these are no longer of any avail. Right? They have to be created. They have to do something different. They have to be their own. No matter what they do, it has already been decreed that their generation will lose the throne. This is a great wonder. Understand it well, says Rabbeinu. This teaches us that Hashem's ways cannot be understood. It may be decreed that one person will not achieve distinction, no matter what merit he has. Yet another person may earn 4 generations of fame for a single worthy deed. Understand this, says Rabbeinu. Now this is very interesting. Rabbi Rosenfeld says that you really cannot tell if the leader has achieved this on his own, right? It could have been the can't find the word, but it could have been the ancestors, it could have been the generations before that allowed him to be in that position, right? It was because of their merit that he was there in the first place. Or whether he inherited this through a mitzvah or good deed by an act of the ancestor, right? That's what Rabbeinu is saying here. And it is actually factual, and the commentary continues. There's no way to prove through a person's holding an exalted position. Like, let's say someone is a leader, some person's in a poor position, let's say in the government or a president or a teacher, a rebbe, whatnot. that this person really deserves it. Rabbeinu is telling us such a valuable lesson here, is really just focus on ourselves. Focus on ourselves. Focus on always having that growth-oriented mind and being creative, always building and yearning and having that desire, right? We don't know where people are holding in this world. We don't know what's happening above, what people received based off maybe what they did in this world, or maybe from the generations before them. We have no clue how to calculate this. So judging a person from the outside and what we see from the outside is just incorrect. It's incorrect. We never know. We never know where a person is holding. We never know where we are holding. However, we just have to continue to love Am Yisrael, love ourselves, and just want to get closer to people's insides and also our insides. And B'ezrat Hashem, and also ancestral. That was the word. Ancestral merit is also good. It's also good. B'ezrat Hashem, love family, love our love the past generations, both the blood relatives, but also just Am Yisrael and as a nation. And we should continue to be inspiring one another and be inspired by people, and have a Shabbat Shalom, a peaceful Shabbos. And we have to do Shabbos shorts. We'll do Shabbos short in a second.